You know, I get where he's going with it, but you know, I've made himself look a right arse in the process. Hi, it's me again, and yeah, the Qatar World Cup is causing a bit of controversy, isn't it? I mean, a lot of people are thinking we shouldn't be going there, pull the England team out, all of that stuff, and it's mostly down to LGBTQ plus. Hope I said that correctly. Right, and Joe Lycett's jumped in on this because people don't want Beckham to go, people don't want Lineker to go, people don't want the BBC to go, people just don't want the team to go. But this one, you know, I get the point he's trying to make, Joe Lycett, but it's have a look, have a look. Joe Lycett gives gay icon Beckham deadline to drop Qatar deal or face the consequences. Consequences set by Joe Lycett, obviously, because David Beckham is going to be one of the front men for the Qatar World Cup and reportedly earning 10 million quid. So Joe Lycett has given him an ultimatum, and it's the most ridiculous ultimatum I think I've ever heard. Lycett proposed an agreement to Beckham, telling him he would contribute £10,000 to various homosexual charities if he pulled out of his deal with Qatar. However, a deadline was set for next Sunday on November the 20th. A clock to the cut-off is even running on a website the comedian has set up. The 34-year-old added, "If you end your relationship with Qatar, I'll donate £10,000 of my own money as a grand for every million you're reportedly getting to charities that support queer people in football. However, if you do not, by midday next Sunday, I'll throw this money into a shredder just before the opening ceremony of the World Cup and stream it live on a website I've registered." So if Beckham doesn't go to Qatar, Beckham's at down 10 million quid and Joe Lycett's going to donate 10 grand of his own money to gay charities. Good for him. Nice thing to do, right? But if Beckham does go to the World Cup, Lycett is going to shred 10 grand. And he thinks that's going to make him friends with the normal people of the world who would kill for 10 grand. I would kill for 10 grand at a minute. And he's just going to shred it rather than give it to the charities. Surely the correct way to do it would be if Beckham does go to the Qatar World Cup, you should donate the money to the gay charities to help gay people in football, right? It just seems backwards to me. Why would you shred it? What does Beckham care if you shred it? Beckham could just donate, what's 10 grand out of 10 million? 0.1% or something ridiculous like that of his money and make it up. And then he looks good and Joe Lycett looks like an absolute tit. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why would you offer to shred the money? You think that's going to make you friends? You think the charities that you were going to donate that money to would be like against Beckham because you shredded the 10 grand? Or are they going to turn on you because that's 10 grand you were proposing to give them and now you've put it in a shredder? You're not going to win any friends with this one, Joe. I know where you're going with it, and I quite like Joe Lycett as well. I think he's quite a funny bloke. I do quite like the man. But he ain't going to win any friends with this. If he shreds 10 grand, it won't end up well for him. It won't happen either. Who's going to shred 10 grand? He ain't going to do it. You're the first Premiership footballer to do shoots with gay magazines like Attitude, to speak openly about your gay fans, and you married a Spice Girl, which is the gayest thing a human being can do. Well, not if you're not gay and the woman you married also is not gay. I know who I am to speak on this subject, but I have many a gay friend, many, and I work for one of the gayest companies on the planet, so I'm probably a bit better positioned to speak than some people, but not all people. I don't know. But now it's 2022 and you've signed a reported £10 million deal with Qatar to be their ambassador during the FIFA World Cup. Qatar was voted as one of the worst places in the world to be gay. Homosexuality is illegal, punishable by imprisonment. If you're Muslim, possibly even death. That reminds me of one of my favourite TV shows ever, Banged Up Abroad. I love Banged Up Abroad. I love it. I can't get enough Banged Up Abroad. I just love seeing idiots make stupid decisions and looking at them going, what'd you make that stupid decision for? You must be an idiot. There was one where he was in one of these countries. I don't think it was Qatar. It might have been Saudi Arabia or something. And the guy went out to be a nurse in a hospital. And he was a gay man. And he was told out there, you can do some gay stuff, but don't do it with a local. And then he went and done it with a local and ended up in prison for it. So yeah, it's not good in the day and age that we live. And I don't think Beckham should be doing it, but £10 million, you know, I don't think he's that bothered by it. And all these calls to pull the England football team out, I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of virtual signalling there. I think a lot of them are going to be wearing rainbow T-shirts and stuff under their England shirts, aren't they? And if they score a goal, they'll be pulling them up and stuff like that. There's going to be a lot going on out there, but shredding 10 grand is stupid, Joe Lycett, frankly. What do you think about that then? It just sounds odd to me. If you don't go, I'll give the 10 grand to charity. If you do go, I'm going to shred it. And the charities get nothing. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Joe Lycett. Let me know what you think about it all down in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Because that way, hopefully, I'll see you in another video again soon. Unless I've been strung up by some Qataris or something. I don't know. Ta-da.